You know, when you move into an old house, you expect some creaks, maybe a ghost story or two. But nothing can prepare you for finding a room that shouldn't exist. I closed on this charming secluded house last autumn, blissfully unaware of the legend surrounding its unseen corner. The first few months were idyllic, quiet country living, away from the city noise. Then, strangeness crept in. Little things at first. Objects inexplicably shifting spots, distant echoes of footsteps in a supposedly empty attic. I rationalized it all, as most skeptics do, until I couldn't. A forgotten book, old and dusty, disclosed it all. Tales of an architect who had vanished during the house construction nearly a century ago. Locals whispered of a hidden room he never mentioned in his plans. It was sealed off, buried within the house, a place he was last seen. Shrugging off the stories as local folklore, I went about my life, until the noises became clearer and louder at night, like whispers of the past. It wasn't until I found the photograph, yellowed with age, depicting the original blueprints with a room, noted as the architect's final resting place. Curiosity swirling, I poked and prodded around the basement, guided by intuition more than logic. Eventually, a subtle draft led me to a false wall near the staircase. Prying it open, I stumbled upon that very hidden door. An overwhelming scent of damp and decay filled my senses as I stepped inside. The room was unlike any other, cluttered with vintage furniture and relics frozen in time, as if expecting someone. As I gazed around, a cold gust brushed past, and the door slammed shut, locking itself with a grim finality. For hours, I pounded and screamed until my hands were raw, but the walls absorbed every plea. That silence was deafening, broken only by an all-too-familiar voice, my own, beckoning me to stay. My own whispers, echoing every thought. When I awoke, the door was back ajar, leading merely to another bare wall. Somehow I had returned. My heart raced, but the realization was paralyzing. The house sucked me back, then spit me out. Yet every night since, shadows weave narratives unbeknownst to me. The room calls. I know it's there, with tendrils reaching out through the structure, binding me in ways unseen. I dread sleep, for fear the house will decide it wants me back, for good this time. But I keep hearing it, subtly, sinisterly. Stay. Stay.